All right, everybody, it's your girl Catch a Fire. You are tuned in to see us, and with me is the amazing, always on your mind, always on my mind, Mr. Davil. But there's an a.k.a. attached to it now, right?
Yes. It's Turii Maysun, make a wanna fly. Says Davil, a.k.a. Turii Maysun, yeah.
I like that name, Turii Maysun.
Yeah. It's one of those aliases right now, that derives from my kids, from my firstborn and my secondborn. My eldest son is called Thorian, and my youngest is called Mason. So it's not just a alias; it's also paying homage to my kids,
Combination.
Yeah, man.
So what have Davil been up to?
Well, apart from becoming a dad, I've been busy touring and doing shows here and there as usual. As of now, I'm presently in the studio trying to get this album done for my upcoming tour, and hopefully I can get it done in time.
Well, we spoke earlier, and I'm gonna ask you on camera more about being a parent, because you were mentioning some things that are very progressive with being a man and a father. So how do you manage being that? I'll let you explain what that is to the viewers.
Well, honestly, being a father, well, for me, it has been an experience, a learning experience, one that has helped me to garner a lot of knowledge about life itself and, kids. I wanted to be the hands-on dad, so when my first child came, I was right there, from day one, so when mommy's at work, I am dad, and I am mommy, when she's at work, because, fair thing different from mine. I do music, and most of what I do when I'm not on the road, I do it inside the studio at home. So I got the experience now and the opportunity to be that individual, to experience being puked on, being peed on, being pooped on, being... you name it, I did it all.
And just loving every minute of it.
No, I wasn't.
Well, you learn to appreciate it after.
Well, you better. It's either you run from it or you man up and just deal with it, you get me? I never really saw myself doing some of those things I ended up doing, but I have no regrets, man.
Spoken like a true dad. Are you a person who's had their dad in their life?
My father was there. Not as much as I would like him to, because my father was always on the road still trying to, make two ends meet. He's also a producer and an artist himself. He's well known in the business too, So
who's your dad?
My father is Ja Thomas, He's responsible for a lot of the dancehall hits back in the days. He's responsible for producing people like, Barrington Levy, Josie Whale, Rankin Taya, and Yellowman, Luka John, Tristan Palmer.
The originals.
So the list, man. So growing up, I was in the midst of all of that, and I guess that's where I got this bug for music. You know what I'm saying? So big up that. Anyway, I'm there. The things I never got to experience with my father was the things I wanted to experience with my kids, so that they can have a different outlook, when they get to my point. You get me?
I love that. And I love meeting people who are like us. Can I say that on air? I hope that doesn't sound bad, but you know what I'm trying to say. People who are of African descent, who are forward thinking and want to try different things with their children on a scale that's not forced.
Yeah, man.
Like you saw your son being born and you're like, I'm just gonna step right in. It was just so automatic.
Yo, I was right there when the head popped.
And then and there, like daddy mode.
I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? This is something made of me, blood of my blood, flesh of my flesh, You know what I mean? It was trust me, man, I love it, man. My kids are amazing, and I'm happy to be their father,
I'm loving hearing you talking about it. Like, it's truly amazing, and congratulations on being a dad. So we digress, because I felt like this was important to hear a man actually talk about being that type of father, which we don't have a lot, but they're out there.
Yeah, man.
So, Davil, a.k.a.
Turii Maysun.
Turii Maysun, yes, he's back. He's on it and he's touring. Well, he haven't been gone because you've been doing stuff.
Exactly. So when you say back, it sounds like, man, I was gone. And
no, he wasn't gone.
I wasn't gone. I was there doing my music because, trust me, that's just my passion, and I would not give it up for anything in the world. Even though there have been many instances where I came so close to say, yo, you know what, this is it, I'm done, but I can't. You know what I mean? I love it too much, man.
That's your calling. You can't just give up your calling like that.
True. I love it too much. I'd never do that, you know?
Yeah. So what's coming for DeVille in the future?
I mean, well, all right. Before we get to the future, because the present have a lot to do with what's coming in the future, I want to say that my song presently, This Is the Love, on the Cotton Sub Rhythm produced by Deli Ranks, it's on the #1 on the South Florida chart right now. It's also 28 on the other charts. And also I have another song called Dirty Laundry produced by Keelstone Music on the Love Emoji Rhythm, just released, doing pretty well. And the video for This Is the Love is also out on my Vivo account, so check it out on my Vivo account. The Real DeVille, DIREAL DAVILLE. Straight across the board. That's my what do we call it now? I keep forgetting this thing.
Social media.
My social media pages, man. I gotta get with the program.
Turn off your dad brain.
Yeah, the social media, and I mean straight across the board is The Real DeVille. Yeah, man. See?
Right. Okay, so when You're Always on My Mind came out, which is what I believe, just from watching, I believe that that's your most popular song. That's what most people, when they hear DeVille, that pops in their head.
Yeah.
Does that sound fair?
Fair enough.
When that came out, did you think it was gonna do what it did?
To be honest, no. I'm gonna be real, because I wasn't even pushing that song when that song came out. In truth, and in fact, that was supposed to be a collaboration with me and Sister Kalonji.
No way.
A lot of people didn't even know that. For real.
Wow.
When I wrote that song, I had one verse and a chorus, and I was by Sizzler every day waiting at him to put a verse on the song. You know what I mean? Sizzler have a whole heap of things, and he keep on telling me sing and make I do it, but let's go and hold the faith. One day the faith run out.
And you just did the next verse.
Someone else comes and put another verse.
Wow.
And then I remember going to the radio station and I was pushing this time I promise at a radio station in Jamaica called Zip FM, and I remember going to a DJ called ZJ Ice, and I played this time I promise to him. He loved it, but he wanted to hear other songs.
Yeah.
So I started playing other songs. And when he heard On My Mind, it was like, yo, hear what?
That's it.
Along with This Time I Promise, I want you to give me that song as well. And I'm like, yo, I can't give it to you because the song ain't even ready to be promoted yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But he promised me he was going to play it one time. You know what I mean? And that was it. But the big mistake, which is a good mistake, while driving home, he started playing that song and started playing the hell out of it.
Wow. And people...
my phone just went crazy. These jockeys from other stations started calling me. Yo, we're coming to have that song there. That man here play that song. That man have it here, violate, sing a rare. So I had no choice but to start giving it out.
Wow.
And that is how that song basically.
Destiny.
That is how that song took off. You know
because you were very patient waiting for Sizzler, and then it was just like.
Exactly. And then in the end, after the song went #1 on its own, for me alone, I was in the same radio station again one day hosting a program with me and Sean Paul, and Sean was like, yo, singer, you know, more time you hear a song and you know, so we should you sing a song there. So I said, we sang that now. He's like, you're a song man on my mind. I mean, this is the big Sean Paul. I mean, me and Sean go way back before there was a Sean Paul and there was a DeVille. But
right, but when he's talking to you at that point,
yeah, he was like global Sean Paul. You know what I'm saying? And I said, really? I said, yeah, man. So I said, all right, where's a remix? Him say, yeah, man.
Wow.
Boom. Sean jump on it and it go #1 again. And get a man says so. I don't say it's supposed to go.
Okay, so earlier you mentioned something about when you decided to add the Turii Maysun to your name, just trying to help people understand that DeVille is not a one, like just a one type of thing. You're made up of many different things. Yeah. So elaborate more on that for us.
Well, growing up, I grew up I was a child in the 80s growing up, and I was exposed to different genres of music, and that is what influenced me to do music. You know what I mean? And I wanted to incorporate my influences into my music. I never wanted to be cornered or put into a box, per se, stereotyped as what I realize some people are trying to do by saying Davil, reggae, one job lovers, rock artist. Nah, it's very, I take offense to that. Big time, because if you listen to my music, you can hear the different elements in it.
Yes, you can.
If you listen, Can't Get Over You, you can hear country. Even though I try and I refuse to cry, can't get over you. And you hear the guitar playing. That's country. That's country music. And if you listen, On My Mind, you can hear the pop in it. You know what I'm saying? And a little bit of rock along with the reggae, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people tend to forget that I'm also dancehall, because before I started singing those songs, I was the one who said, all of the tongues where no them a galis, make me see your lion pass.
That's you?
That's me, on the mad instrument, and
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yes.
And bad man no make no sit down on them face, we gifted below the waist.
Hey.
You know
But
what I'm saying?
that's so that it's not weird that it's you, because you know that it's you.
Yeah.
But as a teenager growing up in New York, and you hear those songs, there was Google back in the day, but it wasn't like that. So
Yeah.
you couldn't really go Google who sang the song. So it's kind of refreshing to know that was you.
Yeah, man, I up on Thunderclap, the water them bad within the French vanilla from Don Corleone coming down. And I'm, hey, baby, I love the way you gyrate your body, flex your body.
What?
For me, baby, bring it on.
Okay, now I have to.
I'm
No,
saying?
and now I feel like I need to go refresh my Davil
Yeah, man.
as an artist.
Yeah, man. So, that is what I'm saying to you. But a lot of people didn't know about David until I got the break by singing the one drop kind of vibe. I remember one day a producer saying to me, yo, singer, I love you to the dancehall thing and the sing J thing, but you know what your strongest point is? And I'm like, where you getting at? It's like when you sing. It's when you take a song and you sing it, man, you really sing it. You know what I mean? And that is when I decided to start producing myself. I was in love with this song called In Heaven. And it was my first attempt on producing a track. And that was my first #1. Wow. That song took me and turned my entire life around musically.
I love that song too.
Yeah, man. See?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you see the history here? Are you following the chronology, the timeline of what's really going on? And now he's a father, he's proud of it, and he's coming to give us more.
Yeah, man, definitely. It's a never-ending, never-stop train, musical train that I'm on, and it's a journey, it's a learning experience as well, and I love it, man. I can never give up music for anything. So many times I came so close to calling it a day with music, and honestly, I'm telling you, came so close many times, but it's rough. Some people see all the glitter on the glam. Believe me, it's hard work. Hard work, and if you don't love it, you're gonna leave it. Believe me.
Keep the dream alive.
Yeah,
It
man.
definitely is. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing your type of artistry touring the world and headlining shows and all that good stuff. So congratulations on coming back on the stage. I know you never left, but it kind of feels like it.
Yeah, I know.
So, and good luck going forward.
Thank you so much for having me, and I really do appreciate this platform to connect with the fans and the massive. Yeah, give thanks.
Everyone, Davil, a.k.a. Turii Maysun.
Straight.
Yeah, bless up.